Hey, this is Matt Gonzalez with Mac Rumors with a review of a few cases from RooCASE for the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus. These range from slim to full protection, but all are pretty well made and offer most of the things you would want from a case. First off is the slimmest of the bunch, the Skinny Slimm case. This is a slim polycarbonate case that gives you protection without dramatically changing the feel of your phone. It comes in a multitude of colors with a soft matte finish and a clear smooth case as I have here. The case fits the phone very well and all the ports are still accessible without any trouble. On the back, it also protects the protruding camera so you can set it on a table completely flat, but on the front there isn't any lip that protects the screen, so a screen protector is a good idea with this case. For $20 US, it's a good option for someone who wants protection but doesn't want a huge bulky case. Next up is the Glacier Tough case, which offers full protection of the entire phone but still is relatively thin, especially in relation to the amount of protection provided. This case has a built-in screen protector and a clear back so you can still see the look of your phone but not worry about any scratches. Getting the case on is a bit tough, but once it's in, it fits the phone very well. All the ports are open with the exception of the lightning port as it has a flap there for protection. This seems a little bit unnecessary though, as the headphone jack is wide open next to it, but the volume buttons and power button are also covered and they are very easy to click and actually make clicking the buttons a little bit easier than without a case. The built-in screen protector sits very close to the screen, so there isn't very much travel, so unlike with some cases, this still feels like it has a capacitive touchscreen. Touch ID is also open, so you have no compromises there, but the ports are all wide open, so there's no protection from water or dust. Starting at $30, this case has pretty much all the protection you would want, and comes in a multitude of colors as well. Next up is the Gelledge case. This is also a two-piece case that is clear so you can still see your device while it's protected, but this case is extremely hard to get on. The TPU material this is made of doesn't flex very much, so getting your phone in will take a few minutes, and this isn't something you might want to do every other day. Once it's on, it's probably easier to leave it there. Like the Glacier case, this has a screen protector built in, but with this case it sits much higher on the screen, so when you type, you have to be much more deliberate, otherwise it won't register. Another big downside of this case is the buttons. Both the volume buttons and power button are extremely hard to press. You have to push really hard to get them to respond, and I found myself not locking my phone just because it was that hard to do. Around the rest of the case though, you do get protection and all the ports are open, but for $30 US, the other cases in this lineup seem to be much better options. Lastly is the most protective of the four, the VersaTough case. Unlike the others, this one does not have a clear back, but rather a TPU case that encapsulates the inner shell that holds the phone. This case does have more bulk though, so it makes the phone feel bigger in the hand, but with that you get plenty of protection. There's also a built-in screen protector here, but unlike the Gelledge, it is very responsive, and for the most part can be treated as if it wasn't there at all. The ports around the edges are also open with the exception of the lightning port. The flap that covers the lightning port was rather loose on this case, and it never sat flush with the case, and because the headphone jack next to it is completely exposed, it would be better to not have a flap there at all. The camera on the back is sunk in a bit deep, but there's no issues when taking pictures, and the covers on the volume and power buttons are very easy to press. This case is also the most expensive, coming in at $60 retail, but you do get more protection for that price. So those are 4 cases from RooCASE. They all protect the phone very well, but the Gelledge is the least usable on an everyday basis as it is tough to push the buttons and the screen protector is a little too loose. The Skinny Slimm case is good if you don't want to drastically change the feel of your phone, and the VersaTough and Glacier Tough case provide the most protection and the best protection in a similar design, and they can all be found at RooCASE.com. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, hit subscribe to see when we upload new videos, and visit MacRumors.com for more. Again, I'm Matt with Mac Rumors, and we will see you in the next one.